Hi, it's me, it's T. Another day in paradise. It's raining here at the mouth of the Irish Sea on the England side. You wouldn't think it's summer, but hey, I'm not complaining. Have you seen my complexion? As much as I like the sun doesn't love me back. So apparently, even though I was born in Southern California, this is the place I'm supposed to be. My skin says so anyway. I wanted to come and talk to you. I've taken some time out to do some grieving. You saw my last video. So I carry on as we do in grief because grief is a living thing and we need to give it all the respect that we can and know that it is part of our lives. So make a space for it. For those of you who have lost a loved one, know that after the service, it's not all over. It's not all gone. You're not going to be just back to your normal self again. It just takes time for the love that you held for that person to find its rightful place in your heart in a new way and to find your new normal as well. So, but I come here to tell you, I bring to you some news. I'm going to diversify. But my channel's already kind of diversified, right? I have tea talks. We have all sorts of different talks. We talk about being a doula. We talk about being a celebrant. We talk about just life in general. This next thing is going to be Dodd Talks, Mom and Dodd Talks. This is going to be my mother and myself. I'm going to interview her. And I guess in turn, she'll be interviewing me. But there's going to be a playlist of mom and daughter talks, right? And this is coming soon. So be on the lookout for it. We're going to talk about the basics, just where she came from, what her life was like, how we grew up, what it was like for her when we were growing up, three daughters, and when we all flew the coop, and what she's doing now. And in these talks, we're going to interview each other, but we're also going to ask. So I hope you're listening to me. We're going to ask other people if we can interview them, fathers and sons, fathers and daughters, mothers and sons, mothers and daughters, etc. If both your parents are no longer with you, we'll interview you to find out what it's like for you. Maybe you don't have parents because they've passed away or because that's the choice and you are not together anymore for whatever reason. That's all right too. But I have a strong yearning, and so does my mother, to know how each family does, and what it's like um, to be a mother and a father and a son and a daughter, and what we go through and what we learn along the way as well. Because I know for a fact I've learned an awful lot being a mother myself. So we're going to talk about that, but we're also then going to launch into. Now, this may sound like it's more woman oriented, but I think that some men will be able to relate to this as well. And that will be women and men in the workplace and aging, people in aging. Okay. So Gen X and boomers, right? Um, it appears I'm not the only one. I've done some research and I found out I'm not the only one who's going through this. Trying to find now kids. I'm telling you, I've had some really great jobs. I've had some really, really great jobs, and I've done some amazing work. And I've worked for Fortune 10 companies and things like that. And right now I'm just doing not just, but I'm doing some self-employment type work as I throw out my resume as fast as I can to get regular work. Because, it gets scary then. What are you going to do? How are you going to survive? So is it time for me? Do I need to go back to the grind and do what I was doing all those decades? Because I can, and I can do it well. Or do I stay on the celebrant, funeral arranger, end of life doula side of things But the thing is, guys, that's not as regular either. And so that means that there's not a regular paycheck. And my partner's also self-employed, so that makes it difficult. There's two of us, and he's a musician and a music teacher. And so he's got the gig economy, and that's suffering as well. So both of us, as we head towards our 60s, are really looking and thinking about what we're going to do here. But, whatever it is we do, we got to do it. We got to do it quickly. And at the same time, we have to make sure we feed our souls. That's just the way I see it. And I know my husband feels the same way, as do the rest of you. You can't just, you know, go to the grind and have nothing to feed your soul. You can, and many people do, but you'll find that in time, your body will full on disagree with you and throw down in some way or another. If that's physically not feeling well, emotionally not feeling well, having mental issues because of it. So when they say to thine own self be true, I don't think they're kidding around. So in this vlog that I'll be having with my mother, we'll be going through all of that, and we'll be talking about that, and we'll be asking you to come forward and share what you've found has worked for you, for those who are bold and brave enough to do so. Would love it. And what we'll do is we'll put a Zoom together and we'll record it and we'll interview, and if everything's okay with you, we'll post it up and share it. And we'll see if we can get lots of people to participate, because I know there's a lot of people who want to participate and they've got a lot to say, damn it. Our generation, this generation, and the boomer generation, very vocal people. You know that, right? So we're not going to be going down easy, if that's what anyone thought. Not going to be fading off into the sunset anytime soon. And certainly Gen X is not retiring anytime soon. We can't, can we? No, we can't. So we need to keep pushing ahead, and we need to keep that relationship with our parents going if we have one, and learn more about them. And why not? It's our opportunity to learn who our parents really are as an adult, from adult to adult, right? And see them through the eyes that we see other adults, and what their struggles were and are. And I think a lot of good can come out of this. So I hope you're ready for that. I really hope you're ready for that, because I'm looking forward to it. I'll find a name for it. I was going to call it the Dodcast. We'll see if that works or not. But one way or another, in the next week or two, you're going to see our first video. We're going to just do a little work with my mom and make sure that she can access everything on these newfangled pieces and parts. She does very well. She'll tell you herself. She's come a long way in looking at laptops and tablets and going, oh my God, what is this button? She pretty much steams ahead now. So it's one of those things, isn't it? If it's new to you, then it's new to you and you have to learn it. So there's really nothing to do with age about that. It just has to do with, has it been down your street before or not? If it hasn't, you got to stare at it for a little while and figure out how it works. So that's how I look at it. Anyway, be on the lookout for that, okay? So I just wanted to keep this video short, as to tell you what's going on, what's coming up, what's happening, and to be on the lookout, okay? And thank you very much for the kind words that you left for me about my mom-in-law. That meant a lot to me, and I found them very comforting, and I still go back and reread those words, because sometimes I need to be reminded. So anyway, thank you, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're doing hopeful, and I'm thinking of you. Whoever you are out there, you're one of us, It's the human race, isn't it? So we're all here together, just pushing through, doing the best we can. And so hold on. Things will get better. We've got each other's hands, right? The buddy system. I always figured the buddy system worked really well, since they had us do it since the time we started school, right? Hold each other's hands when you cross the street. Make sure the next guy gets there. Help each other out. We can do this. Okay. So anyway, I'll say goodbye for now. Goodbye for now. But I'll be back, I will, because I can't seem to stop the mouth from talking. So take good care, and I'll see you soon.